Yo, it's so
bruh.
crazy
Like,
how many people like. Did you see the footage of them in Cali? What's his name? Adam 22 shit.
hell nah,
Yeah,
nah.
bro, you gotta see that shit. All them niggas like went to no jumper shit and for like a little memorial or whatever. And nigga, that shit
Oh,
was so
today,
lit. Yeah, no, I think it was yesterday. That shit was so
man.
lit, nigga. I'm talking about, oh my god. But the
Bro, I'm
police
telling you,
had
bro.
shut that shit down, bro. They were goddamn, cause they were too deep. The boy took up the whole street.
Yeah, them niggas like, yeah, we don't want to repeat of some shit anyway. Oh, why y'all niggas here in the first place? So, I mean, to be honest, shit, I could kind of understand that shit, bro. Like, why they would do that, bro. But man,
Yeah, I
that
mean,
shit
cause it
just
got
it's,
bad, bro. Like niggas had jump. I was watching Pootie, a nigga named Pootie. He uploaded it cause I guess he did a little vlog of him out there. And I'm talking about niggas jumped on a nigga car and broke his windshield and shit. Like them niggas is too
yeah,
lit.
shit. You already know what kind of environment that nigga brought, or what kind of energy that nigga brought with him anyway. Like that nigga was full mosh pit energy.
Yeah,
So
exactly. All his shows was like that. So that's why I was saying I knew something was gonna happen, but I mean I'm glad they did get together for it. It was cordial and cool for a couple minutes, probably like 30, 40 minutes, and then after that, shit went downhill.
man, bro, that nigga, man, a lot of folks fuck with that nigga, bro. And bro, ain't that shit crazy? Like, I wanted to make a video about this shit, but I never got around to it, bro.
What?
You don't remember when Fredo had went to the hospital? Like, I think like the end of last year, like the very beginning of this year, bro. Before he died,
I think so. Yeah, when
it's
when he
like
it was
he
that
like
lean shit. Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah, yeah. But he was like he didn't die. Like he was just in the hospital or whatever.
Yeah.
But he lived through it and shit. And that nigga X came to see him, and that nigga Fredo was like, "Yeah, man, shout out my nigga X, man. I fuck with this nigga, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
somebody. I
yeah, that
think it
nigga
was
came and see me.
Herbo. Somebody said that they was like, wait, who was it? It was somebody. They said they fuck with. They ain't no ex like that, but they fuck with him because he was Fredo nigga.
Bro, it's crazy how we lost both them niggas this year too, bro. Like Fredo and X, bro.
Shit, sad. That's
That
why I
shit is
said, bro,
crazy,
we
bro.
gotta be on it, bro. I'm talking about too many niggas dying around us for us not to be pushing ourselves and shit. Shit,
For real,
sad,
bro.
bro. Like,
For real, bro. We can't take life for granted, bro.
and it ain't just
That
niggas
nigga.
getting killed. It's like niggas dying from natural causes, niggas dying from overdoses, getting shot. Like it's some
Oh
everything.
yeah, 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 bro. Niggas just dying all over for all kinds of things, bro. Like niggas just really dropping like flies out here, bro. It's real crazy. It's real crazy, man. That nigga X is going, bruh. He had the kids, bruh. He had the kids. That's the most important thing, bruh. Like he had the kids. So do you? I mean, I'm sure you aware of this shit, bruh. But that nigga's gonna have a lot of kids. Like, bro, in just like 3, 4 years, bro, it's gonna be a whole new generation. It's gonna be Generation X, bruh. You feel me? Like it's gonna be a bunch of kids that's in like elementary school, fifth, fourth grade right now that fucked with them. They gonna be rapping, bro. They gonna be like 14, 15. I mean, shit. Judging by how young the rappers getting on now, I wouldn't be surprised that niggas getting on at 14, 15. Chief
I'm
Keef got
trying
on
to tell
at
you.
14, 15.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, bruh. So shit is gonna be a lot of kids now that grow up in about 5, 6 years when the generation change again, and all the super young niggas now is like old niggas, like how we old niggas now. But I mean, shit, we ain't even 25 yet. You know what I'm saying? But shit, them niggas gonna be our age. The little kids gonna be their age, and they gonna be influenced by X. Was what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, I mean that's why when we talked the last time, I said I agreed with you with the whole Tupac shit because like niggas don't realize like it ain't far fetched, bro. Like it ain't far fetched because you look at the impact he had on the world in such little like people ain't talking about the time
Bro,
frame,
such
nigga.
a little
Little time,
time,
like
bruh.
bruh, come
Nigga,
on,
like
bro.
literally a year, bruh. Like literally a
Nigga.
year. Like maybe like, bruh. And then you got to think this nigga was in jail for some of that time, bro. Like he was only free
But,
for.
bro, exactly, bro.
But yeah, bro. Like that nigga, he was in jail for a lot of the time. I mean, when you first started about it, yeah, man. Shit, I'm gonna give you credit, bro, because you and like another nigga who I'm not gonna name, but you was literally like the first or the second, like the first two niggas I definitely heard that nigga from. And when he was first started to being talked about, and this is before academics was covering this nigga, by the way, bro. Like that nigga academics didn't know how to even pronounce his fucking name at first.
Exactly, bro. Niggas didn't know who the fuck he was, bro.
Man, man, but yeah, bro, like shit, like when you first like started talking about him on YouTube and shit like that, that nigga was in jail. He was in jail for a minute too. Like
Yeah.
he was in jail for a while. Then when he got out, he fucking made a big ass impact. And that nigga also went to jail again, bro. Like he did that double XL freestyle.
Double
Niggas was like, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? Hey man, bro. Hey man. Hey, rest in peace, that nigga X, dog. Like, that was a funny ass moment, bro. And even though he dead, I'ma still clown him for that shit. But rest in peace, that nigga, bro. He was a good nigga, bro. But that freestyle was like, what the fuck? But yeah, bro. He was a good nigga though, man. I mean, shit, I don't know the nigga personally, bro. But I feel like he damn sure didn't deserve to die, bro. And he was doing good things, bro. Like he was on stream with that nigga academics, and I remember that nigga said, bro, you know what? Fuck this shit. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna donate 100,000 to kids. I'm gonna buy PlayStations. I'm gonna buy books. All this shit. Like, watch. And that nigga really did that shit, dog. And it wasn't that you know that long after he said that he was gonna do it that he went and did that shit, bro. Like he did good shit for the kids, bro. He did good shit for his community. That nigga, and he got gunned down in his community. That's fucked up.
It's sad that your own city and your own state have the most hate, but that's how it be, man.
Bro, it's really the crab in the barrel mentality. That's what I'ma just hope to assume that to be, because I don't want to implicate no other superstars in like a murder that other people are trying to do. So my standpoint is he was robbed, bro, by some niggas that was hating on him. That's the narrative I'm trying to.
What I keep hearing, bro, they keep sounding like this shit was just random. Like, but my thing is, it ain't that random to me because okay, let's look at what I heard. Okay, they said.
I mean, we can get a little deeper if you want to, bro.
Yeah, because they said the car pulled. Okay, the what Dodge Journey? It pulled up in front of X. Okay, so he can't leave the parking lot basically. It was said by witnesses that somebody was in the car with X, but if you look at the reports and the police, they saying they don't even know if it was a person in the car with him. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot. Like, I don't want to be on no conspiracy shit, because I actually think he dead. I don't believe, like, he faking his death or nothing, but it's just so much that you don't know about this situation. Like, how did they know he was there?
Zay, bruh. When you say it's so much you don't know about the situation, bro, it's so much we don't know about the situation, bruh. Listen, my nigga, you seen Empire, right? And like Power and shit, right? You seen shows like that, like industry type shit, behind the scenes type shit.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, bro, like the heads of companies, they'll be doing press conferences by day. You feel me? Looking all nice and shit like that, nigga. And nigga, they'll be, you know what I'm saying, they'll be whacking and killing niggas and goddamn like threatening niggas and extorting niggas and all that shit behind the scenes, bro. Like that shit really go on, my nigga. Like, bro, it's probably some other shit that went on behind the scenes, bro. Some shit that.
That's what I'm saying. Just,
I mean,
because it was so random, bro. It ain't like this nigga out here on some.
Bro, it was
shit.
probably like probably was like some industry sacrifice shit, bro. Like it was probably like he probably wasn't complying with somebody behind the scenes, and they, you know, man, shit, man, look, I don't know. To be honest, I think it was something deeper, bro. But I just don't want to say no names or like do no shit like that.
Yeah,
bro, but I think
you don't want to implicate nobody in the shit.
Yeah,
but it's so deeper than we know, bro.
This niggas implicating themselves enough on record and on social media, bro. You know what I mean, bro? That's all I'm gonna say about that shit, man. But so, all right, bro. So, in terms of like like Tom being out, right? He was only out for a year, not even all the way a whole year straight, and this nigga like influenced the whole generation of kids. He even had older people giving him a chance. This nigga so big. This nigga album, like, bro, you know how like Yachty came out and fucking did horrible and shit with sales. Like, this nigga came out and this nigga sold like 100,000, bro, first week.
I'm talking about numbers.
So
numbers, nigga. That's big
bro,
rapper
like,
numbers, nigga.
yeah, bro, like, yeah, bro, that nigga was like being compared to like Uzi and shit. Like, he was like one of the top hitters of like his class, dog, for real. So the music and like the numbers spoke for itself. The impact spoke for itself. The short time, and I mean, shit. How else would you compare him to Pac, bro? See, you said something about him coming out of jail.
Bruh, if we had social media, niggas would see. If social media was back then when Pac died, niggas would realize the same effect. Like, bruh, I never seen so many people in my life. Like, I done seen rappers die. You know what I'm saying? It's been a lot of rappers died since social media been around.
Yeah,
but
for sure. Hundreds
niggas ain't
of
had no
died.
impact. Like for example, when Lil Snoop died, it was a lot of people like, damn, bruh, he was talented, da 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 da. But bruh, I have never seen an artist get over 2 million comments on a picture saying R.I.P. 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 Bruh, like, so many niggas done posted this shit, from celebrities to A-list celebrities to goddamn regular people to actresses.
X was on the way to being the A-list celebrity.
Yeah,
sorry
like,
to cut you off, bro.
That shit crazy.
That nigga was damn near an A-list celebrity, bro. Like, bro, you 20 years old and you doing numbers like that, and you ain't even been at it, and like, you just turned 20 this year, so you was 19 doing all this shit.
This niggas out here rioting for this nigga, bro.
Man, bro, this nigga had a whole investigation team like immediately.
Big, bro, you
and
see
they found
how quick,
and they found some shit fast too. They found it fast. they found it fast, bro.
Nigga, they was like, "Hey, this nigga did it. Tag everybody."
Bro. And they fucking kicked his ex girl out his vigil, bro. They said, "Get the fuck."
That was dirty as fuck. I talked about that. Like, that shit was fucked up. I feel.
I mean, it was like fucked up, bro. But at the same time, man, like, bro, like she had that nigga looking bad out here, bro.
I mean, she did. No, but see, my thing was, it's like,
and
I
she
understand that.
Bro.
I understand what she did to him, but when he was alive, he had got off that shit. He wasn't worrying about it. He wasn't pushing the negative shit. Like, he let it go. And it's like the fans still kind of holding on to that shit. It's like, I understand where the frustration can come from, but don't make it worse. Because let's say they did that shit, they beat her up, or you know what I'm saying, then they burnt the shit and she went home, committed suicide. Boom, damn, now you got 2 people dead off of some crazy shit, and it's like,
and
it could have been prevented. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's all I was saying. You don't want nobody to do no fuck. The girl already seemed like she on edge, so you do all that
bro,
shit.
Yeah, bro, she crazy. Yeah, for
that's
sure.
What I'm saying, like, you do all that shit and she kill herself, like,
right.
That's bad.
And she already done lost her, like, the nigga that she loved. I'm pretty sure she loved that nigga still, bro.
I'm pretty sure, bro. Like, people fuck up. I will say, she pissed me off with the shit, but at the same time, like, she deserves a second chance just like anybody else. I ain't going to sit here and be buddy with her and be like, oh, I'm on your side. But I don't feel like niggas should be attacking her and all that bullshit. But she should have been smart, too. I said that in my video. She should have been smart enough to know, like, hey, let me not show my face in public. Because people that are fans of X will recognize who the fuck you are. And
for sure.
They seen who she was, then boom, she got into a fight. She tried to put her little shit down, was looking all pretty and shit, and then boom, them niggas set that shit on fire. Like, it's fucked up on both sides.
Man, them niggas is crazy, bro. Like, them niggas set their shit on fire, bro.
But that's how you know he got some crazy ass loyal fans, bro. Like,
hell, bro, yes,
fuck?
bro. That nigga had a cult, bro. I'm telling you, bro. It's gonna be a generation of niggas that's gonna be like, oh yeah, bro. They come from that that fucking XXX Tentacion like tree and shit. I'm telling you, bro. And him dying's only gonna make him more of a mythical, like, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, people gonna worship the nigga even more, bro.
I just finna
Like,
say I
if
think he
people
gonna
already
have
worship
more of an
him,
impact now, nigga. Like that shit crazy.
and like, yeah, like for those who listening in or whatever, bro, like, yeah, we compare him to Pac, bro, but to be honest, like this shit really just came to me too. He's kind of like a reverse Pac. Like, okay, yeah, they both had a huge impact, but you think about Tupac. Before Tupac went to jail, Tupac was really on some positive shit. It's like some positive shit. He came out of jail and he was really wilding. Well, X came out of jail wilding, but X ended up on like the positive shit that Tupac started. You feel me? But that's how X went out.
On the
But when
positive
X
shit.
came, yeah, yeah, for sure, bro.
It's
And shit, bro, like, do you think that nigga knew he was finna die, bro? Because you posted him squashing beef with Rob Stone before he died.
yeah, I
Him and
mean,
Ski Mask made up at Rolling Loud.
and
Him
perform
and
together, like,
exactly, bro, exactly. And I mean, man, I know Ski Mask glad that like
yeah.
they got that before. Yeah, man, like at least he went out with some closure. Like, you know, like, okay, yeah, that was still my nigga, bro. You know what I'm saying? And Trippy, bro, even before he died, bro, Trippy, man, look, man, I
Trippy a
don't like,
bipolar ass nigga, bro.
yeah, bro, both them niggas bipolar, but see, cause shit, you know, them, well, that nigga would really go back and forth with X, bro, and X would just like not really respond or whatever. And that nigga Trippy done went from nah, that's my brother to fuck that nigga to nah, man, I love that nigga, man. I don't really got no problem with him to fuck that nigga, bruh. He fuck with 6ix9ine to nah, man, that shit. I don't want no. Well, so finally, the last time though, I think he said thank you, bruh, for the shit for making fuck love like platinum or some shit like
Oh
that.
yeah, he
Right?
sent the plaque to him. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Well, shit, I even think they ended out on a good note, at least from Trippy's standpoint.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying, bro. It's that like he kind of do seem like he knew something was coming because if you listen to his songs, he talked about a lot of shit like depression, suicide, all type of shit. Like,
Right.
so I
Yeah, nah, man.
could,
Should I fuck with him, bro? Because of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Should I'm?
yeah, like I could believe it, bro. Like, and they say you can sense when some shit like that about to happen. Just
Man,
sad, bro. That shit just sad as fuck. Cause niggas don't understand from my standpoint. It's like, bro, when I was on YouTube a year ago and I was really on it, like literally, bro, I remember this shit. Like you said, I was one of the first people to goddamn talk about him. So, you know, I wanted him to succeed no matter what, because I'm putting this nigga out there when he ain't even out to make music. This nigga locked
yeah,
up. Like,
exactly,
but I'm trying to
exactly,
put it in people's ear like, hey, this nigga could be getting out soon, so be on the lookout. And me not knowing that, damn, this nigga gonna get out, do what he did, and make such a big impact and then just die, like, that shit had me fucked up. Like, I ain't even really want to talk about it.
bro. That nigga did a lot of shit a short amount of time, bro. Like, I can't stress that enough. That nigga did a lot, bro. He
Bro,
did
you
a
see
lot.
how many
And then,
people he hit up, bro? like,
what you mean?
bro, you ain't see all the messages from people that people were posting, like, DMs of him, like, on some positive shit. Like, bro, keep
Oh
pushing.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Stay out of trouble, bro. Do this. Bro, you got it. You gonna be a star. You got, like, bro, was really
Bro,
on
he
some
even tried
positive
to give
shit.
Kodak some good advice too. Like right before his house got raided, bro, he tried to tell that nigga like, man, bro, like, bro, you got bad energy around you, bro. Like, yeah, bro, you need to be careful and shit. And what happened?
Exactly, bro. Like,
That nigga was, man, bro. He was really ahead of his time, bro. Like, I know a lot of older cats don't want to give like this young nigga like, you know, bro. But it's some young niggas that got old souls, and that nigga was one of them, bro. But shit, I was about to say something else too, but shit, I can't remember that. So hopefully I remember that by the time I finish this real quick. But for real, but man, that nigga had my respect. Oh yeah, now should I remember? All right, but yeah, that nigga, he really got my respect, bro. When like I don't want to say no names, bro, but someone from the Migo camp, goddamn, had hit one of his friends, and that nigga just was all the way on go, bro. Even though he got beat the fuck up, bro, that nigga was man, bro. He was out there, man, bro. He was out
Oh,
there,
you talking
bro.
about when he got jumped, basically? Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, yeah,
That nigga
bro.
said, "Fuck that, man. I ain't going out like no." I was talking about real
At
nigga shit.
all.
Yeah.
That nigga said, "Fuck that shit, bro." Like, and they posted. Nah, man, I ain't gonna talk about that video, bro. When they was they had take off going up the stairs, bro. That shit was funny, bro. That shit was kind of funny to me, dog. But
I was talking about, hey, he stood his ground, bro. That's all that
oh
matters,
yeah,
man.
bro, for sure he did, man. Oh no, no, no. But shit. The other thing I was gonna say, bro, is when that nigga first came out, and I heard like, "Look at me," I'm like. I mean, yeah, the shit sound cool, bro, but the shit sound hella distorted. I'm like, I don't see this nigga. I don't see this nigga getting out and having no career, bro. Like, if his music sounds so shitty, well, that nigga proved me wrong, bro. That nigga came out and made real good music, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah,
Dope
cause
shit.
see, he already had a
Had-
little fan base before he went in jail for all them Florida people
Yeah,
and shit,
yeah,
and that shit just skyrocketed. And I mean, it's hard to even classify him as a rapper. That man was so diverse and like talented. Like he had all type of shit, like all type of music. He had the little metal sounding rap, you know, the niggas be screaming and shit. Then he had
yep,
like R&B shit, stuff that sound like it could be pop. He had rap shit. He had shit where you would hear him and he actually spitting, and you like, God damn, okay, nigga.
yeah,
So
bro. Like that nigga, yeah, that nigga was really diverse. He was really diverse. And
that's
then,
what I
bro,
loved about him, for real, for real.
another thing. I don't know if this is a good or a bad thing, bro, but I mean, shit, some of that nigga like work, bro, like shit, his album could be 28, 30 minutes,
True.
but the songs be good though. The quality be good, the vibes be there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that nigga made really good music, bro.
I'm talking about 1 minute song, but that shit have you like, damn, this shit hard. Well, got
Or that should
one
have had
minute.
your ass feel it some type of way. That should have had your ass sad as hell.
I'm talking about, nigga. And R.I.P. X, man. Shit, just,
R.I.P. X, bro.
that
Gone
shit.
too soon, bro. But yeah, that nigga definitely won't be forgotten, bro.
I'll never. I'm talking about the fans ain't gonna let you forget that shit.
Hell no.
Man.
Nah. Like, you know how fresh name gonna always live in the A?
Yeah, yeah. My boy,
Just
man.
imagine that shit by times 50, bro. Like that nigga X is gone. Like that nigga made it all the way mainstream. Like Fresh was almost there, bro. But that nigga X, I don't know, man. That
But
that
see,
shit's gonna be
X
crazy.
would have had a whole nother level because of how he was. You know, street Bad was just a goddamn street rapper. He was a hood nigga, but
Yeah.
X was on some like he can be on the top chart.
And that's what we seeing on social media is all like the, you know what I'm saying, celebrities that we fuck with and people that like look like us and shit, bro. Like they fucked with him, bro. Like that shit made it. Everybody feel some type of way, bro, when that nigga died, and that shit is crazy. That shit made everybody feel some type of way.
Also,
Whether that shit,
bro, the past few days, bro, social media is on the X, bro. Like everything on
yeah,
X. Even YouTube, like everything is X, 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 X,
yeah,
X.
everything been about X, bro. And I mean, man, rightfully so though. I mean, shit, it's some people trying to profit off of him who really didn't fuck with him and shit like that.